By the time I had met Tyler, I had already heard about him from several friends, both male and female, at the small liberal arts college I attended. He was strange, they said. Very friendly, but very physical. He would grab girls and pull them into his lap, and when they tried to get away, he would laugh and hold them tighter until one of our male friends forced him to stop. I made a mental note to avoid him. I was sitting in the school's cafe with one of my male friends, who he knew, when he approached and tried to grab me for the first time. I don't remember what the conversation was, or how long we had been sitting near him, but when he reached for me, I instinctively pulled away. He grabbed me anyway and pulled me towards him, and when I told him to stop touching me, he began laughing. He didn't sexually assault me. His hands were on my arm, but when he laughed, his eyes were cold and humorless, and his grip on my arm tightened. I wrenched myself away and ran out of the cafe. When a male friend called up to me, I said, "There's something wrong with him. He's going to hurt someone." My friend walked me to Kmart, where I bought pepper spray. The second time Tyler tried to grab me, he approached a group of people I was standing with and tried to put his arm around me. I turned around and said, "Don't touch me. Don't touch any of my friends. We don't like it. You make us uncomfortable." My voice carried, and people turned to look. He looked shocked, and his grip loosened. I left the cafeteria. He avoided me after that, and I thought it was over with, until I went back to the dorm one night and found that none of my friends were there. When I texted them, they said they were at the school's gym and that I should come. At the gym, I found around 7 girls standing with the school's dean. Tyler, I was told, had approached one of my friends in the gym, grabbed her by the hair, and forced her head towards his crotch. Every single one of the girls in the gym that day said that Tyler had, at one point or another, grabbed them and held on, refusing to stop touching them when they said no. None of them had reported it, because he hadn't actually sexually assaulted them. He was just aggressive, but until that night, he hadn't crossed the line. The girls, including myself, all wrote down our experiences with him and gave our testimonies to the dean. Tyler was expelled. I never saw him again, and hopefully never will. I live about 20 miles from the city which I work. I live out in the country, and about a short walking distance from my house is a highway, and on the corner is a 24/7 gas station. Last week, I went there right before midnight to grab some Cajun peanuts. I see one car parked on the side, which is normal, usually just a guy working and rarely any customers at this time. Do you ever feel this dread overcome you, like you know something is wrong? Well, I walk in and don't see anyone. Nobody behind the counter or in the store. So I take my time and assume they're in the bathroom or step to the back of the store. Surely they heard the chime on the door when I came in. I'm feeling weird and uncomfortable, so I wait a minute even though it seemed like forever. So I called out, "Anyone here?" I wait a minute more and put the peanuts down and walk out the door. I checked the car parked on the side, and there wasn't anything troubling. I even glanced out on the back side of the store, and there was nobody. I'm pretty uncomfortable, so I just called the police. They show up 10 to 15 minutes later, but it really did feel like an hour, and they search the place. They find the cashier dead in the men's bathroom, beaten to death. They call and back up and ask me to recap what I experienced, and then I went home. That isn't even the fucked up part. So I get home and my dog is in the front yard, pissing and just staring at me. He's an inside dog, and my front door is cracked open. My heart is racing, so I grab my dog and head back to the gas station and let the police know. They send one of the guys over to check my house. Nothing is stolen or out of place, but there was sign of forced entry. So this was last week. And about 5 hours ago, I get a call from my brother who works for the county sheriff's office. Supposedly, they pulled this camera footage, and about 10 minutes before I walked in the store, someone came in, started punching on the cashier, and then dragged him into the bathroom. On the footage, you can see me walk in and look around and call out, and then you can see me walk out and check out the car, walk to my vehicle, and make a call. About the time I'm in the vehicle, the alleged murderer walks out of the bathroom and sneaks out the back door, and before leaving the view of the camera, he takes off in the general direction of my house. Fortunately, my wife was out with some friends watching Beauty and the Beast, again. I'm convinced that I missed the murderer at the gas station, and then he broke into my house. This week I had a new security system installed, along with a new front door, but I'm pretty sure whoever did this is still out there.